Well, a warm welcome to you all. We're just getting situated here. I'm JJ. I'm a life coach and I eat mostly meat.
Holy cow, I'm not ready.
Oh, no, you're not ready.
I am Eric.
Oh, you're not ready.
I'm Eric. I'm a novelist. Here's one of my books, The Force of Destiny, Starside Saga, Book 5.
Book 5.
Looks like a pretty cool cover because it's a really cool story. And I also eat mostly meat, but a lot of ferments.
Yes, you said you've noticed something, or you think you've noticed something.
Yeah, I think that my digestion is even better with the ferments on a mostly meat diet than just mostly meat without the ferments. So apparently...
And you've been doing a triad of ferments.
A quadrad.
A quadrad?
Yeah, because it's sauerkraut.
Oh, you're eating my
That's why there's none left.
Uh-huh.
Fermented beets, fermented carrots with a little ginger and some kimchi. I put that all, very small amounts of each, into a little like ferment salad. And then with every bite of meat, I have some ferments because I don't really like the meat by itself. And then I have some egg yolk with that.
But do you take the ferments with you when you go elsewhere to eat?
I have not done that yet. No. And I don't plan to.
We haven't gone elsewhere a whole lot.
No, I don't like going places. Annette is here. Hi, it's good to see you, Annette.
Good evening. Well, good evening for us, Annette. I think for you too.
Today we are going to be talking, JJ, about the kidney.
The kidney.
Not too long. Don't get worried. It's not going to be a boring kidney lecture.
Well, I kind of like medical stuff, but yeah.
We have a Mayo taste test.
Yes,
Show them a visual,
them?
just one of them, one you made.
How about this one?
JJ's
Ooh.
Mayo, which follows on last week's topic about avocado mayo. And we're going to talk about our own progress, you with fasting and eating, and me with eating and losing weight. And who knows what else we might cover.
You never know.
So shall we get into it?
Sure.
So JJ, you've heard us discuss gluconeogenesis.
Right.
In the past. Do you know what that is?
Well, yeah, I know that it's when the liver makes glucose.
Yes.
And isn't it usually made out of like amino acids?
That's the story.
Yeah.
And I think it's true.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's not true.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, we've talked about it a lot on this channel because we had that period on carnivore where our blood sugar was going up.
And the only explanation,
because we weren't eating it, it had to be coming from our liver. As a matter of fact, in one video, I said that's the only other source. Little did I know that the kidneys do gluconeogenesis.
What?
Yes.
The kidneys.
The kidneys.
I have never heard.
I just ran across that this week and I said, hold up. I didn't know about this at all. Well, it turns out here, shall we get a visual aid?
If you've got them, we've got them. We've got them if you've got them.
So this is from the Cleveland Clinic, and it's pointing out what the renal cortex is. So renal means kidney. And we have a picture of where the kidneys are in the body, so you can get oriented with that. And here's a cross section of the kidney, and you see that it's got this blood flow that goes in and out. And then you see the renal cortex. And that is an area of the kidney that does some gluconeogenesis.
Really?
And
well, you've said it.
It does it basically kind of all of the time to a certain extent. It's not like the main driver of glucose production by the body. But in certain instances, it will do more. For instance, overnight, as the blood sugar drops, the kidney will start contributing a little bit more. And it uses lactate primarily to create glucose. And the liver does the same thing. But if you say you're like in deep ketosis, well, the kidney or long fasting, the kidney will actually start to use glutamine, which is an amino acid, to create glucose. And it's kind of a 2-for-1 thing because the kidney is very interested in keeping the blood pH level at a certain level. And ketones are an acid. So in order to keep the pH correct, it will use glutamine to create, to offload some of the acid load that's then excreted. And one of the byproducts is glucose.
Okay. I kind of followed that.
So
You did a fine job explaining. I
Yeah.
just zoned out for a moment.
I know it wasn't that interesting.
No.
But the upshot is that during a long fast, the kidney can actually contribute 40% or more of the glucose that the body is creating. Now, the kidney also is a consumer of glucose for energy. And so most of the time, it seems like it's kind of a wash, like it's creating about as much as it's using. But in diabetics, it can be a problem.
That's what I was
both
just
for
wondering about.
the blood pH issue, but also because it can contribute to hyperglycemia. But if this function starts to go bad and the kidneys can't do it, it'll contribute to hypoglycemia because the body can't actually produce enough glucose in the instance that you're not actually consuming the carbohydrates. So that was something that really surprised me. I had no idea. And I don't remember ever hearing Dr. Bickman or Dr. Ratia or any of the others ever mention the kidney's contribution to gluconeogenesis.
No. But it is interesting. It's mixed up in that whole system because we do hear about kidney issues with diabetics and so forth. So it's kind of, I know it's not necessarily, I'm not making the exact correlation, but it's just interesting that the systems work that way.
Yeah. So what is it? Chronic kidney disease, CKD?
Yes. Yeah.
That's where you start to see where it can't actually, and it actually can't manage the blood pH as well, I guess, maybe in that case as well. So that is the whole kidney story.
That is.
I actually have much more about it that I read in order to prepare for this. And I was scrupulous about editing out details that weren't interesting. Okay, so that was that. Now, last week we talked about this big hullabaloo about all of the avocado oil products like Primal Kitchen and others that may not be avocado oil. And someone said, make your mayo, it's easy. And they even told you somebody to study.
They did say Butter Bob, but I didn't do Butter Bob.
Was it too hard?
No, I ended up doing Chris Cooking Nashville's because I saw the video.
Okay.
So
so it inspired this taste test you're about to witness because JJ made some mayo. We have some, we'll bring it out here.
All right. So we have
the full of seed oils Hellman's, which is the standard.
Which you like.
I do indeed. And then we have, what is this?
And then, you mentioned last time that you do not like avocado mayo.
No.
So I thought it was just maybe the Primal Kitchen because that's all we had in our area. So I went and ordered special Sir Kensington's.
Hold that forward. Sir, I'd never heard of this brand.
And you didn't like this either.
I've eaten it, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah. I bought it, for one of we make trays, like deli trays when we have people over. So I bought it for that situation. You don't like it either. And then here, like we showed earlier, is the stuff that I made.
Now, one thing I don't like is just eating mayo off a spoon.
What about bread and mayo? Look at what I did, though.
You brought knives.
I brought 3 separate knives so that they don't have to be
cross-contaminated. All right.
Now, Sir Kensington's, I guess, was in that
list of non-compliant.
Correct.
All right. So how are we going to do this?
So what
We've got a plate.
Here's a napkin.
Oh.
We're not animals here. I made some egg like life wrap chips. No, I did air fry some egg like life wraps so we could have a really sort of neutral base.
All right. So let's start with not the standard, the Hellman's, which we know is going to be fine. Let's start with the Sir Kensington's.
Okay.
Because I have a very low expectations of this.
You should.
So let's see. I'm going to get a little squirt onto the plate here. All right. I have a chip in hand. A goodly dollop. Now, goodly is a technical term. Now this egg life thing, I'm not familiar with what these are like. When I was a kid, my parents did a lot of staining of paneling in our living room.
That,
And this tastes like that smelled like some sort of wood stain.
I can say the chips that were crisp when I took them out of the air fryer, now that they've sat around, are kind of like foam, that craft foam. And I like egg like wrap.
The texture is also not that great.
Yeah. I was trying to get us a decent texture.
Now, did you salt these?
They have a little bit.
Because
yeah.
they're salty.
Just a tab.
I don't mind these.
They were so nice and crisp when they came out. I was so happy.
Oh, you know what I like at a good chip is one that sounds like this. It is like a pool noodle.
But it is not, the taste is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Hack for these, I was like, okay, these are going to fly around our air fryer and burn. And they said, I found it online, put a dehydrator rack on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, all these years we've had air fryers. That was a great hack that I didn't know about.
I need a palate cleanse here. All right. Shall we do the Hellmann's?
Sure.
Now we got to get the clean knives, right?
Oh,
you soiled one of the knives.
I messed it up. Oh no. Okay. Here's the clean one, but I'll wipe this one off.
All right. So dispense some of that on there.
There it is now, clean-ish.
And then we will take a new chip, a goodly dollop.
See, you can't tell. His dollop he put on the plate of the stuff he likes is much larger. All right. Oh yeah, this is much better. I haven't had this for some years. It's much better.
I mean, it's just mayo on a tasteless chip, but it doesn't give me an aversion.
No, this is kind of flavorless. Like you said, the bite doesn't come together. I didn't know what I was missing, this seed oil stuff. This does have that little zing that brings it all together that I had forgotten existed.
We need full disclosure here. What do we got in this thing?
Okay.
We have soybean oil is the first ingredient. That's not good. Then water, then whole eggs, then distilled water, then egg yolks, then salt, sugar, lemon, juice concentrate, some calcium disodium EDTA, and then the smallest ingredient is natural flavors.
Okay.
So,
well,
that was good. That was the standard.
Sir Kensington had avocado oil, asterisk. I'm putting the asterisk. Certified humane cage-free egg yolks, water, distilled vinegar, salt, lime juice concentrate, citric acid, lime oil. You don't taste the citric in here. I'm guessing that's what gives it the tang.
I forgot our rotating mayo was supposed to be up.
We need a sound effect, but we don't have that.
We could do.
I just took a little more than you.
We could do trombone. All right.
Our dog is down here now.
So should we move on to the one you made?
Mm-hmm. All right. So
this segment is getting long in the tooth. Now, there's no avocado oil in this, right?
This is an egg yolk. It's pretty much Chris's recipe. It's an egg yolk. It's a stick of butter, some salt. It is some apple cider vinegar. And I used it's a teaspoon of Dijon, and I think I used a teaspoon and a half of the apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
So that's what's in this.
All right. Bring
Here's
on
the knife.
the clean knife.
Clean knife.
Oh, it's a much different texture. This is almost like a cream cheese kind of texture.
Oh, it is. He said you can thin it out, but I didn't know what we were going to get because when you put it in here, it's very liquidy. So I did not know, but I would add, he says add water. You add some of the cooking water.
It's really like a dip.
I will definitely add more water if we ever do this again.
This is the JJ special, Chris Cooking Nashville mayo. That's actually good on its own. Yes. Yes, this is the thing right here.
Are you just saying that?
No.
You wouldn't just say that because
I think it's because that
say it.
I can get a little of the Dijon.
Yeah.
That's the stuff. I would put the standard one aside in favor of JJ's homemade. It has set the standard.
It's good.
So we know if she's going to make a platter and put out the cold cuts. If she means it, there'll be a jar of that ready to go. If she doesn't mean it, the Hellmann's will be out there. And if she really doesn't mean it, the Kensingtons.
It did probably take me about 15 minutes, so it wasn't a huge, and it was the first
How
time
long
doing
will
it.
keep them?
It'll keep, like, I think they say 10 days. I'd probably go 2 weeks unless something starts growing in it. I mean, it's fat. Like the butter and the eggs are fine in the fridge for 2 weeks. And vinegar, I don't know what's going to happen. So, yeah.
I mean, it's also because of the fat, there's like not sugar in it.
No.
So it's pretty compliant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing. I didn't even use a lemon or lime juice for this. It was just the vinegar. So, yeah. Yeah, that was good. Now we need to make meat tubes, as I like to call them.
All right, let's clear the dishes.
All right.
Clear the
Dishes
decks.
Cleared.
Keisha is here. It's good to see you, Keisha.
Hey, Keisha.
And Primal Gaba. Annette says that back in 2017 used Sir Kensington for a while, but they also have a truth problem. I don't think it's avocado oil. Well, I don't know what it is, but it is not to my liking.
Yeah, I get that. Finally, it took all this time, all these years,
Because you didn't have the comparison.
because I didn't have the comparison.
But you put that stuff on a cold cut sandwich of some sort, and then you take a bite and you're like, why did I even have a sandwich? Because I just ruined it with this fake mayo. I might as well have skipped it.
So I guess we can throw that away, and not because it contains not perfect avocado oil, because it just doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Sir Kensington, but that's not the business.
it is not. Yeah. So
Now on that topic of the avocado oil in stuff, the Attorney General of Texas, JJ, came out today with an announcement that they're doing an investigation into these companies to prove that they're not misleading consumers. So whether that'll lead to a lawsuit of any sort, we don't know. They're doing an investigation. And I don't actually know what powers they have, the state attorney general has to compel. But if they want to sell the product into the state, I'm guessing they have some ability to twist their arm and get them to disclose what's going on. And I did see that Rob Wolf of Element fame, among other things, he had a long article out where he talked about what the possible reasons for these avocado oil products to not be in apparent compliance. And it was basically what I laid out last week. So he just reaffirmed either they're lying, either their supplier is lying, or the Codex standard of what avocado oil isn't generous enough to encompass actual real avocado oil from different sources. So we don't know.
Yeah.
Now, Mark Sisson, who we showed his ex post, who was involved in Primal Kitchen, he said unequivocally that it was all 100% avocado oil and that he would be having more to say in the coming weeks and months. And so far, as of today, there has been no follow-up information from him. And maybe the Texas thing has kind of said, the lawyers are like, nope, no talking anymore.
Maybe. Yeah.
So who knows?
Well, yeah.
It's interesting, but not really, because I'm not eating the avocado oil products because they don't taste good.
But I had mentioned last week it wasn't my thing. I think I even used the word zealot, and I didn't mean it in a negative way. I'm just not overzealous about that topic. Yeah. But mine is gluten. Like gluten is number one for me. And if I were eating a product that I thought was safe and didn't contain it, and it did,
you'd be ticked.
I'd be really upset. So yeah,
rightly so.
Yeah. So if this is your thing, I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. So yeah. But we just ate seed oils right here for you all to see.
Right in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, JJ. We don't do this way of eating just for our own entertainment.
No.
Or just to talk about on a live stream every Friday at 5:30. Like and subscribe, please. We do it for our health.
Yes.
And that's why we do the update every week. And it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. All right.
Shall I bring it up?
Well,
or you want to?
I was going to, segue in.
Go ahead.
So, because the people who come live, we know you. Hello. It's good to see you every week. We love seeing you. But they're going to hear what someone new might not have heard before.
That's true. Yeah.
So in August, I decided that I was going to return to fasting regularly for this month. So I'm doing a weekly fast, 5 in total. And I analyzed my diet to see, I just felt like I wanted to shift things up a little bit or something. And I analyzed my macros, my diet. I was happy with everything. So I was like, okay, it's fasting. And you sort of said, well, why not? You like fasting, but I'd forgotten I'd like fasting. So this was the third one this past Monday. And it was easy. None of them have been hard, but it was much easier than the first two. Like it got easier each week. So, but I don't have anything exciting to report really, because I'm happy to report it's very consistent. Everything is very consistent. So, here were my numbers. So fast number 1, my blood glucose after about 36 hours was at 58, blood ketones 2.8 for a Dr. Boz ratio of 20.7, which was like I'd never seen a 58 blood glucose in the 58. It's crazy to me. The next week it was up a little bit, but still amazing numbers. 75, 2.0, 37.5 Dr. Boz ratio. And then this last week, again, just very consistent. I was sort of between the two, 65, ketones of 2.6 and Dr. Boz ratio of 25. So I love those numbers. And the reason that I love them is that I am hopeful that I'm having the benefits of it. Some good autophagy, some good mitophagy, that I'm just giving my digestion some rest and giving my brain that extra boost of ketones. And yeah, so if the numbers are doing what they claim they do, that's exactly what I want from fasting. Now, it's not, unfortunately, like weight. You see the results right away. I don't see results. The numbers are all my results that I get. And then I hope for the rest that it's doing what I want it to. But I feel good doing it. So yeah. So now,
I mean, that kind of consistency is pretty amazing. And when you were doing the sardine fasts, you were trying to get your ketones and your blood sugar to be like this.
Yes.
And you don't have to do that now.
No, now with the sardine fasting, my ketones went very high, but my blood glucose right now is great, which I think is also proof that I've done a lot of metabolic healing. Like things are working as they should as far as the metabolism goes overall. So yeah, so I'm thrilled with those.
I haven't done a glucose for some days, so I don't know where that's at.
I'm only doing it when I'm fasting right now, because quite frankly, we eat almost the same thing each day. I've got a couple variations, but this is all the proof I need. So I don't need to be stabbing myself, poking my finger all the time. So yeah, if this is doing what it's doing,
I did the, we have the cardio check that Dave Feldman uses to check his lipids.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a little pipette that sucks up a lot of blood from a finger stick. And I often heal before I'm done sucking up enough blood. So then I have to re-stick. And then I had to do 5 sticks to get that pipette full enough. But it's a pseudo accurate kind of a thing. But I was curious what was happening with triglycerides and stuff being off of coffee for a long time, because that was one of the experiments that he had identified among his community years ago, was some people who go low carb and their trigs are stubbornly high, they take out coffee and they normalize. And I don't think I've really seen that. I think my trigs were like 140 or something, but that's actually quite good compared to how it was when I was on carnivore. But I'm having some carbs every single day. So that's probably why they're down a little bit, just because that provokes insulin that then clears the lipids in the blood a little bit during that period of time. But my blood sugar was like 85 and 90 in the morning. So I was happy with it.
Yeah, we're thrilled with those numbers. Yeah.
So last week my weight had been flat and I thought, well, it's just the exigencies of timing. And I was right. Because this week I dropped 2.1 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And that was good. That was more like it. So I was down to 181.2. And my initial goal that I'm trying to get down to before I reassess all of my exercise and diet is 175. So I don't expect that rate necessarily to continue, but in 4 or 5 weeks, I should be there.
Did you do anything differently, or was it just how the body worked?
It was, I got rid of dairy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Except butter.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get rid of artificial sweeteners this time. But it was just being very, very specific about, I have my breakfast, then I have my carbs alone by themselves, naked, no fat, no protein with them to speak of. And then my meaty dinner, and just repeat. And of course I've been walking and doing some rucks with 20 or 30 pounds, but they're like 25, 30 minutes. They're not extreme exercise.
Okay.
But that's been very good. And I noticed as soon as the scale dipped into the 181 zone, my body felt totally different walking around. Like I felt lighter and I felt more springy. There was like a switch flipped. So that was nice because I need to feel that.
Yeah, that would be good. I go to my hormone doctor this week and I will be weighed at that point.
Oh, because you haven't been weighing for a while.
I haven't been weighing, no. Which I'm interested to see. It's a little tough because I think I usually have breakfast before I go.
Yeah.
So, but I consistently have breakfast before I go. So I guess there's that. But yeah, we'll see what his in-body scale shows.
Natalie says, I've been making my own butter mayo for over a year. So problem solved there. Unfortunately, though, the sweet potato chips that I let my husband get were one of the failed products. The answer to that is buy a sweet potato and air fry it. They're great.
It's not really a chip.
Well, you could if you made discs out of it and fried them really crisp. Keisha said, I wanted my Dukes, and now I feel like all the people were saying they felt so good eating the no seed oil mayo were actually eating it. Permission granted for me to eat Dukes now.
We don't have Dukes, I don't think. We've never seen Dukes. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I've heard all about it. I would certainly try it. I'm very interested.
Well, I think with seed oils, it's like anything. It's the dose that makes the poison. And a little bit every now and then is probably not as big of a problem as just eating tons and tons of stuff that are just made out of seed oils. But that's not saying that I agree that you should just eat your Dukes. I think you should just make some mayo.
I'm surprised though, because I thought butter mayo, I don't know. I thought you'd taste the butter,
Not really.
but not really. Yeah.
Got to put it on a sandwich to really do the test.
That will be the test eventually. Yeah.
So that was that. You saw some carnivore or low carb related videos this week that you wanted to discuss.
Well, there's not much to discuss. These were just two that stood out for me. And it's kind of funny because they're kind of along the same lines in that these are videos that our fellow carnivore / keto people have done really about mindset this week. Very much about mindset. So the first one I tried to explain to you while we were driving yesterday, and my brain was
I hope you do a better job today.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I'm going to try. So the first one was Carrie Homestead Howe. And this one, I've got a note here. This is the one I was trying to tell Eric about. I was like, this is such a good video. It's really inspiring. It's just good. And it starts out, he is talking about when he was not feeling as well, poor mental health, poor health, and the type of negative talk he would have going through his head. So it was just kind of interesting to hear that about how fat he was, how his family would be better off without him, all these things. But then he also shifts into saying, he felt like he was a nobody. And I guess there's a song about you're a nobody and then somebody, and then I don't know the song, but he said, basically making an impact doesn't require you to be a somebody, that's someone important. It just requires a nobody to get into action, to make a decision and get into action. And that's exactly what he did with the documentary.
Right. Yeah.
Which was just, he came on his carnivore journey just after me. So I was like, we were timed fairly close. And I know you and I were like, this guy, he's like, his willingness to jump in and just do it is incredible. Now, I guess he wasn't like that before carnivore, apparently. But yeah, he just made the decision to make the documentary and he did it. And then, of course, he's been out there and he's getting these negative comments online all the time, all along. So it's interesting to see that parallel between what was in his head and now he's getting it externally as well. And more recently, it's about, he's just so greedy that he's not just putting this up for free on YouTube so everyone can watch it. But he always said he had a very specific plan that he wants to reach millions and heal millions. It is not about the money he puts in his pocket because he doesn't take a paycheck from this. It's always been about getting the message widespread. And I don't think people understand to do that. Well, even to make the documentary, first it was like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. Yeah. Making a movie takes a long, long time. And especially when you've got those health gains over time that he was doing. So anyway, it was interesting to hear him talk about that. And I'm totally in support of the way he's done the rollout of this so far, because I would like it to reach millions and millions as well. And then he talked about how he does this reframe. And that those negative comments, instead of letting them take him out, instead of him taking them on, like his old negative self-talk, instead of that, he actually uses them to strengthen himself. And it's just a beautiful, I've told you, but his is beautiful. It's it's beautifully shot. It's beautifully done. The music, the production, and it's just a really inspirational message. So I really loved this video this week. But I'd also loved Chris Cooking Nashville. Stop restarting. Now, his is a little more of just a direct message, but this rang true for me because we have talked about this. He was really talking again about those messages we have in our head, those beliefs we have about ourselves. And basically, when you think you've failed and you basically are labeling yourself as a failure. So in the diet world, it's, I fell off the wagon. I failed and now I quit. I can't be a success. I'm a failure. I quit. And then you have to restart somewhere down the line. So he talks about the whole way to stop restarting is to not frame yourself as a failure or it as a failure, to just jump right back on the horse at the next meal or the next day and to be like, oh, I did that, moving on. And I know we've talked about specifically, I never liked that term, I fell off the wagon. I've used it because sometimes I don't have the words ready, but I've never liked I fall off the wagon because it's got that negative connotation. I really prefer something like we went off plan. That's okay. But even like we've talked about, I experimented with some foods I don't usually eat and it didn't work for me.
Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I like that reframing where you're not making yourself bad. You did it and you're moving on. But one of the things for us too, though, is usually in this carnivore plan or journey, keto journey, whatever we want to, health journey, we have usually planned when we are eating off plan. So we have actually made conscious choices usually and not been just like diving into a pint of ice cream because of an emotional.
Well, since carnivore.
Yeah.
Before carnivore, it was never planned. And it was always diving into a pint of ice cream.
Yeah. Then it was, gone wild. But since carnivore, it's always been kind of a planned thing, probably because we just have better, it does help with the cravings.
It's more stable.
Yeah, there's more stability there.
Yeah.
So I loved both messages and it was all about mindset for me this week when I was watching all the videos. Oh.
We just lost one of our lights, so now we're very moody.
Now we've got to what are we going to talk about with this?
Well, we can talk about murder. Annette says it's Dean Martin. You're nobody till somebody loves you.
Yes. I've heard that one. Definitely. Yep. Thank you.
Hi, Melanie. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
That says you didn't fail. Yes, I didn't fail. I had to change because my hormones changed. Not a whole lot I could do with that. No, that's true.
Yeah. And you chose to change when your hormones changed. I think that's a big part of that one too.
What do you think, guys? Do you like this moody lighting scheme better? I like that I'm like in the shadows over here.
Chiaroscuro or something, right?
Makes me feel dark and mysterious. Makes my head have more dimension. Yeah, Natalie says, you still look great even with the moody lighting. Well, that concludes the diet portion.
So if that's all you came for,
yes,
we'll see you next time. But you can stay. We're gonna chat a little bit still.
Let's tell you about the show we're watching because that's become a segment. And I had AI analyze our last few live streams, and it's like, don't ever talk about that.
Oh,
so immediately I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Where does our daughter get that? No, I've got it too. She was, we
on Netflix. We're watching some BBC show called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, where a teen somewhere in the UK investigates missing persons and murders. And it's sort of like it uses the true crime podcast format as sort of a backbone to a fictional TV show. And it's good. And I like this young actress, whatever her name is, Emma something, because she was on the Wednesday show.
Yes.
The Addams Family Wednesday show with, what's her name?
Her.
And played her roommate.
We're ready. We're so ready for this. Yes, she plays the werewolf.
Jenna Ortega.
Yes, there we go.
I pulled it from my mind. So anyway, if you like that kind of show, you might like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, now on Netflix.
It is aligned with that type of podcast, true crime podcast. Yet I also think a little bit about Nancy Drew. Like that's going very old school with that.
There are definite problems with the scripts. Sometimes the characters do things that are so audaciously dangerous and stupid. You're like, no one would ever do that. But you just kind of have to suspend that part of your brain a little bit. So yeah, we've been enjoying that.
Yeah, that's been good. It's been good.
I have been having my daily chocolate, my 70% Lily's, as I sit down to watch that.
Ah, yes, you do.
So that's been a nice little, and that's not like a whole bar. No, they're little tiny squares. So I have one little row, and it's the shorter row, not the long row, because it's a rectangle. You could have the long row. That's not what I'm doing. The short row, and then I take a bite and I let it melt, and that's a really enjoyable part of my day.
I'm still just doing the keto brick. Is my little
Yeah, those don't taste as good.
well, no, they don't. But I think I mentioned it here. I wonder, I have the carnivore version that has the organ blend in it. And at first I was like, ooh. But now I kind of love it. And that, yeah. So I wonder if my body is actually wanting the organ blend that's in it. Because a couple months ago, all of a sudden I was like, oh, I want this. And it's pretty dang good. So I make a little puck, and I have 2 little pucks most days of that. But it's not triggering at all to me, especially with that organ blend there. But it certainly is an unusual little flavor, but it does have a little sweetness too.
Yeah. Okay, so Natalie is saying they're catching up on Grantchester and Elementary. Those are TV shows, apparently. I don't know anything about them, but Elementary sounds vaguely Sherlock Holmesy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
Garosa says, guys, I'm back on carnivore, but I'm adding potato starch powder, 1 teaspoon with water, 15 minutes before breakfast. Then I eat like 3 o'clock steak, and that's it. Fasting till the morning. What is the reason for the potato starch powder?
I'm very curious.
Yes, because I don't know.
Yeah. Very interesting.
And Annette wants to know too.
Yes. So I hope you're still here.
If you respond to that, we will come back to that.
Yes, please do.
Are you still having the sun fiber?
Oh, I do that. Yes, I forgot. That was another thing. And I don't know. Maybe that helps too. Yeah. Back in the, when did I find out? Early on in the carb stuff, my doctor, my hormone doctor recommended that I do sun fiber to help with, because I don't eat a lot of fiber, but it was to help regulate blood sugar because I was having issues when I went back on carbs. And I did notice quite a difference in my blood sugar reaction.
I did too when I took it.
Yeah, you tried it for a while too. So I still have sun fiber. I have about a half a scoop, so 3 to 4 grams in my first drink of the day. And I don't think I've had any bad effects. I did some research on it. It's a guar gum, I get, or a guar fiber. So it's not, as far as plant type fibers go, it's pretty innocuous. So yeah, I still take it every day. Yeah. So I don't know if that's helped with all of this either.
I stopped because I had so many powders that I was taking because in my morning mushroom cocoa, I put collagen peptides. So I can get those down the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have another thing like that, then I'll have some creatine. So it's like, am I going to have even more powder? Pretty soon, all I'm going to be eating is dissolved powders.
Yeah. I'm not anti you having your powder, and I'm not anti me having my powder or anyone having their powders. And I will make a Chris Cooking Nashville with the whey powder or something in it. But I do really think there's a lot to we need to realize that when things are powdered, they are hitting our system very differently than a whole food. So whatever you're eating, just know that it's going in and it's going now. So yeah. So I'm a little, I don't do as much powder as I used to. Yeah.
Yeah. Melanie says the sun fiber impacted my gut. I stopped.
Oh.
And if I put sun fiber, creatine, and collagen peptides alongside something, for me, that was way too much powder all in one giant dose. So I was starting to split them across the day. But I didn't have issues with the sun fiber. I tend to have more issues with creatine. I have to take it in smaller doses.
Yeah. But yeah, but you are someone who does have to watch fiber.
Yeah.
So,
but with all of these ferments, my gut is good. Plus I'm taking Reuteri in capsules. So I'm even getting that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know. Maybe I should take some sun fiber to give all the good bugs something to consume. But right now because I'm feeling good, I don't really want to change it.
Yeah.
Let's see. The response is, I want some carbs. I try this as an experiment. It's not spiking my glucose. Make me full longer. There you go. Lower blood glucose than no carbs at all and losing some fat. Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I would have. I didn't know, but I
Yeah.
was wondering if that was around it.
Is
Yeah.
you get some carbs that gives you a little insulin.
And it doesn't seem like it's probably triggering. Like
No.
potato starch and water doesn't sound
Interesting.
like it's a carb trigger. Yeah. Very interesting. I'd never heard of that before either. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Fascinating. So yeah, so that's, I'm still also doing yogurt. I'm making my yogurt.
I was sure you're going to say yoga.
I'm doing yoga too. Well, so the yogurt, I'm only doing tree 2 strains, not 3. Because I just don't, like 3 was too many. So I'm doing the Gasserai and the Reuterai that I make and I eat. But as far as yoga goes, I call it yoga, but it's not, it's more of a stretching at this point. I'm not doing like a yoga routine or a yoga flow, but there are some yoga poses in it and some just old fashioned stretching that I've done since I used to dance when I was a kid. So several times a week.
So a couple days ago, we moved a bunch of furniture.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say that while I sweated and it was exertion, I was able to do it. No, it didn't provoke any panic attack.
Oh.
It didn't provoke hardly any sensation that I normally would have had from hard exertion. I had already rucked earlier that day. I was probably a little dehydrated and it all worked out. I was gassed by the end of it though.
Mm.
I was done. The word is donezo. And I actually had to have second dinner.
You did, yes.
Which was a carnivore bar. I hadn't actually been eating carnivore bars very much lately, so it was a nice little treat too. But it's another sign that things are on the right track. Nervous system is much more regulated. Weight is coming down. The diet is even. Not having blood sugar roller coasters, even with the carbs for lunch. So things are going in the right direction.
Yeah, I do feel like we're fairly stable.
Yeah.
We've stabilized with what we're eating.
Now I just want to keep going and then starting to ramp up fitness and conditioning so that I can do more.
Yeah.
Because we scheduled a vacation for February.
Oh, yes.
And I want to be able to actually go.
Like hours ago.
Let's see. Melanie does creatine and glycine.
You've done
and
glycine.
Collagen.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually taking glycine in capsules. I had the powder, but I was taking it in capsules just to make it easier to take it with me when I was going to eat some food, but and not have to dissolve it into water. But I stopped all the glycine. I haven't taken any for a while. I stopped my taurine. I stopped I am still taking the B50 because that goes until October. I decided to keep that going.
And you've
There's
noticed
some other things I stopped. I can't remember what they were.
You noticed no issues with the B50?
No, I haven't noticed any problems.
Okay.
I don't know if I've had any benefits either.
I'm just curious because this was according to, it was following Dr. Stasha G. Gorelki or something, her protocol. I already had some B vitamins, so I added B minus, it was called, which was basically B50, but minus some of the ones I was already taking.
Okay.
So it filled the gaps, the B gaps. And the full capsule made me, the full capsule, like it's this big. It made me agitated.
Oh?
Yeah. I told you I woke up that one day in a bad mood, which can happen, I guess. But then it kept happening and I'm like, so I cut it down to half a capsule and now I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was just curious.
Yeah, well, maybe you don't need it.
It was too much for me. And my goal, as I've said, is a long goal, but I do want to start weaning off my supplements around the end of the year. But I do want to finish off the protocols that I'm doing before I start pulling things up. What?
You like to finish what you start.
Yeah.
I like to start.
But if it's really bad, I'd stop. Like if the B still wasn't working for me, I'd stop it. But I'm good.
Guro says seen 5 points of blood glucose down on this protocol.
Excellent.
And sleep and relaxation a little improved. That's great. Natalie says taking glycine before bed, I think it helps me sleep better. Well, I did a lot of research into that. And one of the benefits of glycine is supposedly it helps lower body temperature. So you can get a little extra cooling, which is known to help people fall asleep. Still wake up in the night. So still searching for the magic combo. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The magic combo. Although I've been averaging 7 hours.
It's been crazy for you to be
it's
usually sleeping that
yeah,
well.
It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how things are going.
Yeah. I've been sleeping well also, except for the day I fast. I usually am up early when I fast, like 3-4 o'clock.
And now at 5 o'clock, the sun isn't up. So when I wake up and it's dark, I'm like, I don't know. Is it 3 o'clock? Is it 5 o'clock? And then I look and it's like 5. I'm like, well, I'm not getting back to sleep. So I get up.
Yep.
The magic bullet for sleep. Jason Stevenson's YouTube meditations. He has an 8-hour one and even a 10-hour one. And then you sleep through the meditation, I suppose, because I'm not going to do 8 hours of meditation right before bed. But I have a hard time actually sleeping while listening to meditations. I could take a nap, but I don't know if I could stay asleep during with anything going. But I'm interested. Let's see, Jason Stevenson. I want to make a note.
Because when I'm fasting and I wake up at 3 or 4, maybe I'll
You
pop
need
that
to,
in
yeah,
my
I need
ear.
to start that.
Yeah. It's strange though, because I know it's like, oh, is that a cortisol thing when you wake up when you're fasting? Yeah, maybe. So is that bad? And I feel good that day. So I feel like I'm sleeping well the other 6 days a week, and I'm willing to have that happen for what I'm hoping are the benefits of doing the fast.
Melanie says it's guided imagery.
Okay.
For me, to get back to sleep, I generally now practice allow and accept. And then if I'm still awake, I do my breath retention, breath holds for 10 seconds and just keep breathing with breath holds. And generally that gets me to sleep. But if for some reason I'm really uncomfortable because I'm sore from moving furniture or doing some other work around the property, or my brain is on some topic that doesn't want to let go of, crossword is what generally helps me get back to sleep.
See, that wouldn't work for me because of the completion thing.
Well, you can complete it the next day.
No, I don't want to. I want to get it done.
Well, it's also, I only do the Sunday one.
So
they're hard to complete,
yeah.
Especially when you're a little bleary minded. And so very often I get to where there's nothing that's easy left in the board. And so then I go back through it. I'm starting to think of trying to figure out what it is. And then my brain gets bored and then it goes to sleep. Yeah.
Well, and I can say it used to be really hard for me to stop reading in the middle of a chapter at night too, but that's no more.
Not a problem for me.
Not a problem anymore. So maybe I could stop the crossword puzzle partway through, just like a chapter in the book.
Maybe. I'm not going to tell you to do it. I will notice something. Touch my arm again. This is really, really strange. I want you to see she's actually touching me. Her hand is not cold. It's not ice cubes. It's hot.
It is hot.
Usually her extremities are
blue.
made out of ice. So your thyroid is cooking.
yeah, I don't know. Anything else?
No, I think that about covers it, JJ.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Thanks for making that mayo for our entertainment
Yeah.
and our delight.
Oh, let me say this too about the mayo. I do have something else to say. I think it might have been Chris. I'm not sure. Someone mentioned the immersion blender way of doing it, and I think that's why I failed in the past, because apparently you need a flat bottom when you do it that way. And we don't have totally flat bottoms. So I think this was made in a blender instead of with the immersion stick blender. So, so if you've ever had that problem with your mayo never working, because mine never did, maybe it's because you're doing it in a jar that doesn't have a flat bottom.
Good tip.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you're watching this on replay, leave a comment. Let us know what mayo you like to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Or whether you knew the kidneys could do gluconeogenesis, or what shows you're enjoying. And we will be back here next Friday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time to entertain you more with our progress.
So with that, every day stronger.
Every day, more blessed.